This distinguished clubs. Both of these clubs have achieved all of 10 of their DCP points, not 5, but 10, in the first half of the year. She has served in many leadership roles since joining Toastmasters in 2001 as a charter member of her home club, Fam Speakers Toastmaster. I heard that Pamela left a full-time paying job to become a full-time, non-paying Toastmaster. Are we crazy? The second club she calls home is her premier advanced leadership club in our district, Dining Out, which is celebrating its 10th year anniversary this year. Dining Out Toastmasters has achieved this 10 for 10 DCP recognition for all 10 years since the club chartered. Pamela has also been instrumental in chartering over 50 clubs over the past 10 years and is here today to speak about how to build your club. Let me put this to the side for a second. Later on, I'm going to talk to you about sponsors and mentors, and I want to tell you that as I began this job as LGM, I don't know what I would have done without the mentorship of this woman. She is all over the place. She is wonderful. She is presenting to you today from prospect to guest to member, attracting new members to your club. Please help me to welcome my mentor, my love, Pamela McCown.
How many of you think you have too many members in your club? Is there such a thing as too many members in your club? No, you need a lot of people to get the things done that you want to get done in your club. And you want to always be looking out for more people for your club. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how you go about looking for those people. And who are those people that you want? Do you want just anybody off the street?
Well, sometimes, yeah.
You want somebody that's going to be comfortable in your club and that your members are going to be comfortable inviting into your club, certainly. If you were a club that focused on engineering, you may not want to invite anybody but engineers because they're different. And, you know, I don't think I'd be very comfortable in that club because I'm too energetic for them, and they might just think I'm crazy. And I want to be in a club where they welcome my enthusiasm and think I'm wonderful, right?
Yes. Right.
So you want to be in a club that you fit, and you want to invite people into your club that fit in your club, right? And how do you ensure that you invite people that fit into your club?
Invite friends.
You invite the people you know, right? Because if they know you, then they already know you, and then they have somebody that they know that's already in the club. And then they get to be introduced to all the people they don't know. And then they'll bring somebody that they know into the club and introduce them to all the people that they don't know. And then that person will, you see what I mean? So you invite the people you know so that you know that they know at least one person in the club. That's what that 1+1 campaign is all about, is inviting those people that you know so that you know that they fit into your club. You got to turn it on. Okay. No power, no click. All right. Very good. So today we're just going to discuss ways to identify those members and make your meetings great. Help your prospects and guests decide to become members. Do they just decide that on their own? You have to invite them, right? You have to invite them to become a member. But you have to do it in a way that they think it's their decision, kind of like me and my husband. It's his idea after I've harped on him for 6 months. And then it becomes his idea and then we do it. Right? So you have to make it their idea by presenting that opportunity until they think, oh, this is my idea and I'm going to join because I want to. Then you need to care for them once they get into your club. The care and feeding of your new members is very important, and we're going to talk about that. So why do you want to build membership? Because you want to have a strong club. You want to have 20+ members in your club. When you chartered your club, you had to have 20 members, and that's because 20 members is a good number to have in a club to get all the things you want done in a meeting. If you want to have 5 speakers, 5 evaluators, and timer, all counter, grammarian, Toastmaster, listen master, joke master, that's almost 20 people. So you want to have 20 people in your meeting so that if somebody doesn't get to come to the meeting, you still have enough people to get the meeting going. You want to operate optimally. This also allows more people to fill the meeting role. No one member is overburdened. How many of you have never been overburdened in your club? I remember those days. Yeah. When I was a plain old Toastmaster, I was just coming to meetings, and I didn't have to run the meeting, and I didn't have to prepare the agenda, and I didn't have to do all of those things. No, that never happened to me. I was a club officer, charter member of the charter club. I was the charter vice president membership. So, no, I've never had a time when I wasn't overburdened. Except when I started to let go. Whoa, you can let go of the reins. And I learned that after about, I'm going to say 8 years. It takes you a little while, I'm just a little dense. It took me a little while to learn that me doing everything wasn't helping anybody learn how to do anything. So if you're one of those people, let go of the reins. Let other people do stuff. And you will find that it is liberating. You will love Toastmasters, and you will want to do more things outside of your club. Meetings are more fun because more people are involved. Again, let go of the reins. Let those other people get involved. You do not have to do everything. You are not helping them. It's easier for a club to help members meet their educational goals when you have more members, because you have more people to mentor those new members, and you have more people helping people. And really, in Toastmasters, we don't come to Toastmasters to be a better Toastmaster. We come to Toastmasters to be a better version of ourselves, to live a better life, to change the way we're doing things so that we get better results. So Toastmasters is a life-changing experience. And we are in the business of changing people's lives one life at a time. We start with ourselves for selfish reasons because we wanted to improve ourselves. We stay in Toastmasters because we want to help other people have that same life-changing experience that we had and that we experienced. So I've been in Toastmasters 12 years. I've been changing lives for 12 years. It's been a great thing. And as soon as I retired from that corporate job, I was free to do this 100% of the time. My husband thinks I'm crazy. He asked me, how long is this Toastmaster phase going to last? I said, well, do you know that there are golfers that golf well into their 90s? Consider this my golf. And I'm going to have to club a few things or start a few clubs, but you know, those are the only kind of clubs that I want to have anything to do with. It's new clubs and existing clubs and helping people in clubs and changing people's lives. Now you have what you call natural attrition. You're going to have members that move away, that quit because they think they've gotten everything that they can get out of Toastmasters. But if you get everything that you can get out of Toastmasters, you'll never get out of Toastmasters. So you're going to have that. And with 20 members, they say that there's a 40% attrition. So when you charter your new club with 20 members, 1 year later you're going to have 16 members. Unless you have some membership drives and get those 4 new members and those 4 more new members. And that's the magic of the Distinguished Club program, is because we know that there's going to be that 40% attrition, and we know that you need to add 4 members and 4 more new members to keep your club at charter strength. So always be on the lookout for those people that you know that are not in Toastmasters yet, and invite them. Here's 4 steps that you need to know about building membership. Find the prospects. Invite them to your meeting. Even if you're inviting them saying, you don't have to join Toastmasters. Just come and listen to me speak. I want your feedback. I already know what the people in Toastmasters are going to say about my speech. I've heard it a million times. Yeah, you're really good. I like your smile. Would you please speak up because we can't hear you? perspective of my friend that's not a Toastmaster. That's all you have to do. Come and sit in the seat and take some notes. You know what happens once you get them in the room. They get bitten and they want to come back. So invite them to visit. Even if you have to say, you don't have to join Toastmasters. Then, once you get them to that meeting, make sure it's a great meeting. Invite more than just them so that, get all the members to come to that meeting that you're going to have that special guest. Because you want them to see the best of your meeting, the best practices of Toastmasters. Not looking at a blank agenda and filling in the names as people come in the door. There was a club that invited me to come to their club. We don't have very much attendance and we don't know why. So I came and I was the first one there. And I waited about 15 minutes for somebody in the club to show up. I'm taking notes. And then when the Sergeant at Arms got there, they got the Sergeant at Arms supplies out and they, out of the box, got the agenda. I thought, how does this work? You got the agenda in the Sergeant at Arms box? Well, it was a blank agenda with no names on it. And as people came in the door, they actually did. Would you like to be a speaker today? Would you like to evaluate? We don't have a speaker yet, but you can be an evaluator when he shows up. I said, oh, please let me be the general evaluator. And I explained to them very nicely how they could improve their attendance if they would actually assign roles before the meeting. If no one has a role, why should they show up? You're going to increase your attendance exponentially when people have a job. If you give them a job, they will come and do that job because they feel obligated to be there. And now if they were sitting at their desk and they say, well, there's a Toastmaster meeting today, but I don't have a job, so I'm just going to stay here and eat my lunch by then. They would think twice if they had a job. Oh, I have a job, I have to be there because they're expecting me to be there to do that job. Help them decide to join. After the meeting, how did you like my speech? Would you like to come and hear my next speech? And keep working on them until they just say, oh, it's Tuesday, aren't we going to Toastmasters? And then start them off right. Who was it that joined a new club? David Rebellis said that he joined a new shell club because he got a new job. And he's been in Toastmasters for at least 10 years, always in a shell club, and in different other clubs in the district. He's probably a member of more than 6 clubs. I don't know how many clubs. But one of the officers called him after he visited his new club at his new location and said, would you like us to assign you a mentor? They didn't know who David Rebellis was. They didn't know that he had mentored many people and that he's a district officer and all of those things. So always contact that new person, that guest, that prospective member, and say, how can we help you? Start them off right. Make them feel welcome. And even though David didn't really need a mentor, he just thanked the person for even thinking about calling him to ask. Who are these people? We've already talked about that. They're the people you know. Where do you find them? Anywhere. Anywhere. In your job, in your church, in the Kroger line, when you're talking about that person that doesn't have 15 items in the 15-item line. Develop a list. I am a list maker. I always make a list. I check it twice. Things that I don't get done today go onto tomorrow's list, and I keep moving them to the next. And eventually they get checked off. Okay? But you need to make a list of these people and keep inviting them. One in 3 may join. So how many people do you have to invite to maybe get one person?
3.
If you want 15 people to join. Yeah, the number gets bigger the more members you need in your club. If you're in a club with 6 members, you got a lot of inviting to do. If you're in a club with 15 members, you still got a lot of inviting to do. You want to have membership drives, you want to have open houses, and you want to constantly be inviting people to come to your club to take care of that natural attrition that you're going to have in your club. So your word and your mouth are the best advertising. You are the PR machine. Each member telling someone about Toastmasters. What resources do you have? Toastmasters.org. There's so many things at Toastmasters.org. What about people? Do you have any people to help your club? Area governors? You can invite them to your club anytime you want them to come to your club. Did you know that? You don't have to wait till it's time for them to visit your club, the 2 times a year that they're required to visit your club. You can actually invite them to meetings and ask them to help you with membership drives, or ask them to help you with your contest, or ask them to help you by presenting a module from the Better Speaker Series, or the Successful Club Series, or the Leadership Excellence Series, which are all free resources available for digital download from Toastmasters.org. Those used to be for purchase items, and they are now free for digital download from Toastmasters. All you have to know is how to sign on as you. If you do not know how to log on as you at the Toastmasters.org, shame on you. Ask somebody. Your area governor is a good resource for that. Make every meeting great. Your club quality is your best marketing tool. We want every Toastmasters club to be a great Toastmasters club, not just Dining Out Toastmasters. Dining Out Toastmasters, every club meeting is an event. Now, we only have 12 meetings a year, so we have a little bit more time to prepare our meetings. But if you put the event planning on the Toastmaster, then each member in your club can be a Toastmaster, and each member in your club can be an event planner, and each member in your club can get that leadership role in their leadership manual for putting on an event for their club. If you would just make a meeting an event. Have a theme, have a team, and get people to join the club because it was the greatest meeting that they've ever been to. Understand the objective for your event. If your objective is to get 3 new members, how many people do you need to invite?
No.
Oh, you guys are good at math. I'm so excited. You can do that in your head. That's great. And then ask them questions about what they expect, what they need. Aren't you making a presentation to your group in a month? Wouldn't you like to come to Toastmasters and practice that? Become a member so that you can become a speaker, so that you can get some feedback on your presentation before you actually have to go and give it for your job? And if you screw up, you might get fired. Now, come to Toastmasters. We won't fire you. We'll support you. We'll give you good feedback. Once you ask them these questions, stop talking. It's not your turn to talk anymore. It's okay to listen to what they are going to tell you. Take some notes. Use that information later. Everything you say can and will be used later to get you to join the Toastmaster Club. Provide success stories. If you don't have somebody in your meeting standing up at every meeting telling some kind of a success story, maybe that needs to be a practice in your club. A success moment instead of the listen master. A success moment instead of the joke master. Get people to tell other people, I'm a changed person. My life has changed, and here's why. Close the sale. Now, how do you close the sale? Anybody sells people in here? How do you close the sale? Ask. You have to ask. You have to ask. If you want the vote, you have to ask for the vote. If you want the sale, you have to ask for the sale. If you want a new member, you have to invite them to become a new member. You have to have a membership form 400 in your Sergeant at Arms box, in your padfolio, in your pocket, or have it bookmarked on your smartphone so that you can fill it out right there in front of them. That's a fillable PDF form. You can fill it and submit it from your smartphone. Isn't that exciting? You are never without a membership application. Start them off right. Deliver what you promised in that sales pitch. Give them a mentor. Orient them. Do you have a formal orientation for your new members in your club? Can anybody raise your hand on that? Woo! Alan, what do you do?
Well, we induct them into the club.
Right.
The induction.
Do you sit them down and tell them about the Toastmaster program?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Yes, Richard?
We pin them with a Toastmaster pin.
You pin them with a Toastmaster pin? Ooh,
Yeah.
baby.
People like to get something.
Yeah. So make them feel special once they become a member. Reward them for becoming a member. Orient them into the program. Don't let them just sit there wondering what's going on. Tell them what's going on. Sit by them a few meetings and explain to them what's going on. Coach them to excellence. Did you know that's one of our core values? Dedication to excellence. So coach them to be excellent. Induct them regally with that pin and that ceremony. Even if you only have an induction ceremony once a quarter, at least gather those new members up and put them up on stage and make them promise the Toastmaster promise and know what that is. They signed the form with the Toastmaster promise on it, but they probably didn't read it. So you want to read it out loud so all the members in the club can hear it and be reminded of their promise as Toastmasters. Get them involved. Somebody told me, oh, if you're a new member, you cannot evaluate another speaker until you have done 6 speeches. Shut up. I was 40 years old when I joined Toastmasters. You don't think I know how to evaluate somebody? Are you nuts? I came with some skills. I got mad skills over here and you're not letting me use them? Well, I'll show you. I'm signing up for an evaluator next time and you're going to see what an evaluation really looks like. Because I know how to do it. Don't let people tell you you're not ready if you think you're ready. If you're ready, do it. Cross the line. Don't listen to those people that tell you you're not ready. You have skills that you brought with you to Toastmasters. They don't get thrown out just because you stepped into a Toastmaster meeting and you hadn't done 6 speeches. Do at your own pace what you want to do in a Toastmasters meeting to gain the skills and abilities that you want to gain out of the Toastmasters program. Get involved and get other people involved. Encourage other people to do things that they don't think they can do, but you know they can do. Positive reinforcement. When they do step into that role, give them some positive reinforcement. As the charter vice president membership of my home club, I sent notes after every meeting to everybody that was on the agenda, telling them what they did well, and thanking them for being there, and thanking them for being the timer and the odd counter and whatever it was they did. When my term was over, one of the members of the club was moving